together. Joining me on this discussion, Ashish Sood, spokesperson of the BJP, Babul Supriyo, spokesperson of the TMC, Rasheed Kidwai, author. Babul, good to have you on my show, this time in the capacity of a TMC leader. Margaret Alva says that this isn't the time for ego or anger or whataboutery. This is the time for courage, leadership and unity. And she has reached out to TMC Supremo, hoping that she will stand with the opposition. Is there a possibility of a rethink?
Well, you see, first of all, yes, I'm happy to be in your show. But answering your question, I will say that, TMC definitely respects the legacy and Margaret Alva, Madam Margaret Alva ji personally. But it doesn't endorse the manner in which the haste with which the opposition party, the opposition candidate was chosen. That's something that I think our All India General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee made very clear yesterday. And that's exactly what it is. If you're talking about opposition unity, then that unity has to show, and therefore,
but Babul,
it's just about
what the Congress is also saying is that efforts were made to reach out to Mamata Banerjee, not once but multiple times by Mrs. Gandhi, and at the same time, talks were held between the Congress and TMC leaders before the announcement was made.
Well, I've been in touch with the top TMC leaders, and it's a fact that things may have been they may have tried to reach, but it's too little, too late. That's what it is. If you are discussing about something so important as the vice presidential candidate with a united opposition, quote unquote united opposition, then there has to be ample time for the parties to sit, discuss, fix a time for a meeting. As the Chief Minister of a state, she could be, yesterday was 21st of July. It was very clearly said that party is going to take a stand and a decision after the 21st of July. So I think, it's about accommodating the other party, and Congress has to understand that equal importance has to be given to TMC as well. That's one given the stature that Mamata Banerjee has acquired, countrywide. So Congress has to understand that equal, respect has to be given.
Okay.
It's a mutual respecting. It has to be given to
Rasheed,
Congress.
we know how
it was
leaders
too little done too late, and that's the reason.
Okay, Rasheed, we do know that leaders go unreachable or they become unreachable when they do not want to be seen on that side. There have been several such examples when calls have been made and phone nahi laga aur baatcheet nahi hui. Is this another example where Mamata Banerjee had taken the call much before and hence she was only waiting for announcement? It's not about not voting. It's about abstaining, perhaps. That is sending a bigger message.
Maria, it takes two to tango, and we must not go for the obvious. This abstention issue is just a kind of gesture to the Congress. The real problem is that, since March 10, 2022, when the 5 states results came out and Congress performed badly, see, many people in the erstwhile UPA have been wanting some kind of, rearrangement. Something like both Mamata, Sharad Pawar and several others, they think that, the post of UPA convener should be revived, and many think that Mamata is a suitable candidate. I don't expect Mr. Babul Supriyo to dwell upon it because this is something, it's behind the scene. So the Gandhis are rather irreverential and indifferent towards Mamata Banerjee, particularly Rahul Gandhi. Though Sonia Gandhi and
but do you think this is the time for sending all that message? कि आप मुझे UPA chairperson बना दो, या all these messages have to be sent at this time? Or is it about the larger opposition unity?
Maria, because it's a zero loss thing. See, everyone knows that the outcome of vice president election is a foregone conclusion. So she wants to make a point so that, to keep this thing warm till for 2024. And remember, there is no manager. I don't want to just say again and again about absence of Ahmed Patel, but Kharge ji ke bas ki baat nahi hai. So you need to have someone, something like a Ghulam Nabi Azad or somebody who could have done this kind of thing. Talk to her, talk to Sonia Gandhi, and brought them together. But there is nobody. There is no doer in the Congress. Prashant Kishore could have done it. He's also not in the picture now.
Okay, Babul Supriyo. Why is Mamata Banerjee
Yeah.
so upset with the Congress? She has been saying openly that the Congress lacks that fire in the belly, that they do not know how to take on the BJP, that why should opposition keep waiting for the Congress. But then here are most political parties who are with Margaret Alva as far as the vice presidential elections are concerned. It is Mamata Banerjee who is now visibly seen as standing not with opposition anymore.
But as I said, as I don't want to be repetitive, but mutual respect has to be there, one. And if Mamata Didi is saying that there is lack of fire in the belly of Congress, then you're getting it from the right person, because she is one person who really stands for having the fire in the belly to take the might of the BJP. Now, I completely believe with the gentleman who spoke, Rasheed Saab,
Kidwai.
Rasheed Kidwai ji, that the Congress lacks the firepower. Neither does it have someone of that stature who could be a mediator between two parties in terms of mutual respect, a convenient time where both parties can attend, and therefore bring in a consensus. So I think the manner, the haste with which Trinamool Congress was given to understand that the press conference is happening in 20 minutes and Margaret Alvaji's name is going to be announced. With due respect to Margaret Alvaji, that's not just not done.
Okay,
so
you're talking about the process of announcement as well, which was problematic.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Ashish, what exactly is this deal that has been struck between the BJP and the TMC that we are seeing, in many ways BJP responsible for the fissures in opposition? Rasheed, you're not paying attention to that aspect of the story.
Yeah, actually, no, but that is a pretext, because
that is a pretext. Okay.
Yeah, Congress is weak, Congress is vulnerable, there is a void in terms of leadership. So, and Mamata is very, very keen to play that kind of role. She has a, national ambition, particularly after Bengal victory. She thinks that, her time has arrived and she should be given. Because, Maria, if you look at that, any coalition politics,
no, but has she not done a rethink after the recent elections, where their Goa foray ended the way it did? So they realize that they really do not have that kind of, they may be ambitious, but they do not have the wherewithal to have their presence in other states. Where Aam Aadmi Party did much better than even the TMC.
Yeah, so Maria, this is your journalistic interpretation, not, off the mark, but this is not how, Trinamool would see it. They look at it as a kind of, aberration. Thing is, the opposition house is extremely divided, far more than, something that was there in 2019. So there is Mamata Banerjee, and there is Aam Aadmi Party, and there is Congress Party, and there is a no hold bar, battle of supremacy. The Congress is indifferent. They think that, nobody can reach them and nobody can touch. Nobody can come close. But these two political parties, rather two individuals, both Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal, they are very keen. They think their time has come. And, they want Congress to take note of it. That is why I'm saying this is a pretext. It's something very different. If Sonia Gandhi, makes Mamata Banerjee UPA convener, tomorrow you will see that she'll be talking in a very different tone, and she'll be paying perhaps very glowing tribute to Sonia Gandhi, a lot of respect to Sonia Gandhi.
Supriyo?